Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for returning back to my video. Y'all already know who it is. It's Christy Angel. I love you guys for clicking on my video. For those of you who are clicking on this video for the very first time, please stay. And real quick, go subscribe to my channel, okay? Today's video is a story time about my worst breakup. I think this is my worst breakup. It's been the worst breakup so far, shall I say. Because I am young, so anything is possible to happen in the future. We don't know what the future holds. So I'll just say it's my worst breakup so far. But like I said, go subscribe to my channel, okay? Like everything, because y'all gonna like it. Comment, because I want to know how you guys feel. And definitely subscribe so that you can see more of me. It's Chrissy Angel. But nah, enough of that. So like I said, today's video is story time. I have been dying to do a story time because I have so much to say. I just have a lot on my mind. I have so much that I want to get off my chest. And I just feel like right now is the perfect time to do a story time. You've seen my daughter. You guys asked me questions. You got answers. You know about my birth experience. Why not tell you guys about my worst breakup? So anywho, before I get into this video, because I know that y'all see my lips shining, and y'all know according to my last video, well, not the last one, but before that, I told you guys that I'm madly in love with lip glosses. This is the lip gloss that I'm wearing today, just in case you wanted to go pick it up. Hopefully it's not too, yeah, this is what it is. And what's this flavor? It don't even, oh, caramel kiss. So it tastes good too, I'm telling y'all. But y'all see it shining. It has like this brown effect to it, and I'm already brown, so I'm just loving it. I'm loving the brown. But yeah, y'all see my hair is a little different compared to the last videos. I don't know. I was just feeling real like inner self today, I guess. So y'all just getting me. But this ain't gonna be for long because I'm trying to get my hair done. But anyways, let me stop wasting y'all time because I know y'all like, oh my god, will she get into this video already? So kicking off right into this video. In middle school, yes, I said middle school, I dated this boy, and I don't want to give any names because I'm still cool with a couple people that I dated. So I don't know if this one that I'm speaking about watches my videos, but if you do, hey, him and we're actually still pretty cool. He keeps in contact with my mother and everything. You know, we've both grown up and have kids now. Well, he has kids, I have a kid, but you know, he's still my first love, I would say. But anywho, so in middle school, I dated this boy, and it was funny how we got together because we were actually, I didn't like him at first because he was very, yeah, know those boys that's like always around the girls and you hardly see them around the boys, and you start to wonder like, why doesn't he have many guy friends? Why is he always around the girls? But it wasn't even anything bad. It was just like he was very, very like open and cool, and you know, he was just a funny boy. So a lot of the girls just pretty much like, what's the word? What am I looking for? He just got along very well with a lot of females, and it's not that he had, you know, beef or anything like that with the guys. It was just that, you know, sometimes that's how it is. The same way some girls are more comfortable with guys. You know, it's the same thing. So it goes either way. But anywho, it was a couple girls that I noticed that he was always around. And I was never the type to like I wasn't popular, but I wasn't hidden. Like I pretty much got along with everybody. Everybody knew who I was because I was always the class clown. I like to make people laugh, and everybody knew me. So I wasn't like you know, I just wasn't one of those quiet students. We'll just say that. Like, I wasn't loud and obnoxious and out of order, but I was, I was known. I was funny. And I'm a people person as well. So I got along with pretty much everybody, whether you were popular, not popular, whatever. It didn't matter. So it was a group of girls that he hung out with. And I was actually pretty cool with them because in middle school, we had different periods, different classes, different students that you interacting with. And the girls that he hung out with, I was actually cool with each of them from my different classes. Anyways, I didn't like him in the beginning because I thought that he was very I thought he was too touchy, too friendly with these girls, and it rubbed me the wrong way. And now that I think about it, there was really no reason for me not to like him because he didn't do anything for me not to like him for. It was just, I don't know. I wasn't used to seeing that because I'm fresh out of elementary school. So I was just like, ew, like, why are you always around these girls? Anywho, so that was sixth grade. I didn't really like him like that. But I got along with everybody. I didn't have any drama in sixth grade, like at all. Like I was just chilling. I was cool with everybody. Seventh grade came now, and he was looking a little different. Cause sixth grade passed and everybody's just getting to know each other. Everybody's trying to get used to, coming into middle school. Nobody knows what to expect. And mind you, I went to a school where there was like a high school inside of my middle school. So, well, my middle school was inside of a high school rather. So it was just different. Like I was around like grown people and I was like, whoa, this is different. Like this is really different. But I wasn't trying to be all up in the hype. I wasn't trying to be all up in boys' faces. That's just not my thing. I wasn't. So sixth grade year passed, the summer passed, and seventh grade came. And seventh grade is when him and I, like, we've had conversations in sixth grade, but seventh grade was when him and I, like, really, really got close. And him and I actually ended up being like very, very close, surprisingly. Like, I met his mom, I met his sisters, I met his dad, I met one of his uncles. And for him, we just gonna call him K. I think that gave it away. Oops. But no, anyways, so yeah, K was just very like to himself with his personal life. So for me to meet his mother and his sisters and his father, it was really it meant something to me, especially being so young, because I was like, wow, like I feel like this is really my best friend. And I felt honored to meet his mother because I've met people's mothers before, but it was like, you know, hey ma, this is my best friend. So I was like, oh, he must really like me. So fast forwarding, because I don't want to bore y'all, um we actually ended up dating that year. Like seventh grade year was when we started dating. And it was so funny because to be honest with you, everybody has these little relationships in middle school. You have your little Valentine's Day boyfriend and, stuff like that. And to be honest with you, in middle school, I've had quite a few boyfriends. Like, I'm going to be honest. I've had quite a few boyfriends, but they were nothing like this one. I don't know. It was just something different about him, and I guess it's because him and I were actually best friends before we started dating. But yeah, so we got together seventh grade year, and we were the couple where if we see each other, we give each other a little kiss every time. We were always holding each other's hands. Like everybody knew that me and him were together. We may not have the same class, but somehow he would end up in my class or I would end up in his class. My mother loved him. My grandmother loved him. I can't remember who else loved him. Oh yeah, my dad. Like my family met him as well. He came around a few times and he wasn't rude, so that made them like draw to him quicker as well. Because if you rude, we just like nah. But he was actually pretty chill. So Kay and I, we actually were talking about being together forever. Of course, everybody's, oh, I'm gonna be with you forever. I honestly felt like him and I were just gonna be together forever. Like I really wanted us to stay together for a lifetime. Like I wanted to be his wife. I wanted to have his kids. I wanted us to build a house together. Like it was crazy. This was really my boyfriend. I loved him. But so like I said, seventh grade we were together. Seventh grade summer we were together, having a blast. Like we were at the pool all the time. We used to go to the movies. We never went out to eat because we were still too young. But a lot of my friends would have birthdays and stuff, so we would all hang out. And I was actually best friends with another girl. I'm gonna just say her name is D, and us three always used to hang out. He actually kind of like separated from the girls that I was not jealous of, but the girls that I didn't like him hanging out with, he actually like separated from them when he got with me. And him, myself, and my best friend D at the time, we were all hanging out. So they used to come over to my house. It was really dope. Like we had this bond, this everlasting, unending bond. But eighth grade came, and it was so sad. Eighth grade came, and it's time for us to graduate at the end of the year. And we were going out the whole eighth grade year. It was amazing. The fact that we lasted from seventh grade summer into eighth grade, everybody was like, y'all still going out? And we were like, yeah, like that's bae, like hello. But nah, we weren't even like extra about it. We were really humble because at the same time we were young and we were trying to still get to know each other, as well as not trying to grow up so fast. So it was one of those kind of things. But unfortunately there was a situation in my eighth grade year. We went on a senior trip, and I'm not even gonna disclose any information because there was a lot of people involved, and I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable because, like I said, I'm still pretty cool with a lot of people that I went to school with prior years. And that situation doesn't even need to be spoken about. But let's just say people were at the wrong place at the wrong time. And because I have a big heart and I was trying to save somebody else in the middle of a situation, I ended up being the bad guy. And well, I don't, to the outside it looked a little funny, but to me, I knew what my intentions were. I knew that, I had no fault in anything that I did, and I still stand by that. If you guys personally want to know about this situation, you feel free to follow me on my social media. I'll definitely let you guys know. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like, oh my God. So I don't mind sharing. But anywho, fast forward all of that. So he wasn't able to come on this senior trip, unfortunately, because he was messing up in school. His grades were terrible. His behavior was terrible. But, things like that happen. He was going through things at home and kind of interfered with his school and his academic life. So he wasn't able to come. So I went, and him and we actually weren't speaking as much while I was on the senior trip because he was just like, nah, go, go have your fun. I don't want to stop you from, having your fun. Don't feel bad for me. And I really appreciated that because I was like, wow, like I thought that when I go away, you're going to be like hounding me down with text messages and phone calls, but it wasn't even like that. But because the situation happened and the principal and teachers found out, well, teachers and principals and stuff was involved, it got back to the school, of course. And then, everybody's eighth grade, of course, everybody's mumbling, and word got back fast. And we're all about to graduate literally the next week. So everybody's talking about it. So when we got back to school that Monday, it was terrible. Not even that Monday. When we got back the next day, he was actually at the school waiting for the bus to arrive. And word had got back to him, which was word of mouth. He didn't even hear it from me. He heard the story from everybody else, which nobody even knew what happened. Unless you were in that room, you had no clue what happened. And I was so mad that he really let other people interfere with, you know, his judgment of me. Because I'm like, wow, like, we've been together for so long, and you really just gonna let other people mess us up like that? But it was so sad because I ran to him like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Not even thinking that I was in trouble from the situation, because like I said, I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. And he just like rubbed me away and didn't say anything to me. And he, you know, I went, met up with my parents, because obviously they had to come because they were notified about the situation. And as I'm telling my parents what's going on, he just comes to me and he goes, I just want to let you know, like, I can't talk to you anymore. And walks away. And I was like, wait, what? And I'm so like in the conversation with my mother and my father, I'm not even paying that any attention. So when he said it to me, I was just like, damn, like, that's crazy. So he leaves. I haven't spoken to him for like maybe the next week. And like I said, graduation is the next week. So now I'm scared because I don't know if him and I are still boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know if him and I are friends. Like, I was really like, I don't know. So I call him and he never answered any of my phone calls. He never answered my texts. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just give him some space. See him in school, nothing. And everybody's now asking me like, oh my God, what's going on with y'all too? And I'm like, I don't even know. I left my phone home accidentally one day and after graduation practice, and he wasn't allowed at graduation practice, which made it even worse. And I get home one day and I had two missed calls from him, which I was so upset about because I'm like, damn, the day I leave my phone home is when you want to call. But I had two missed calls from him, and I had a long text message, and it said, you know, you were a great girlfriend. I appreciated you and your family. This is just I'm summing it up. You were a great girlfriend. I appreciated you and your family. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. But you and I really can't be together. And he left me a voicemail of Chris Brown singing Say Goodbye. And I was so heartbroken because I'm like, first of all, that is my song. I love Chris Brown. And those of you that know, I used to have a crush on Chris Brown back then. Now I just look at him as my big brother. But I was so hurt by this breakup because I'm like, you didn't even have the decency to tell me face to face that you and I are broken up. You waited conveniently until the day that I didn't have my phone, and you call me twice, and then you text me, and then you leave this voicemail on my phone. Why would you do that? I was so hurt, y'all. I was just like, damn. And then I graduated, and even though that day was very memorable and I was excited, I was still sad because I'm like, I'm really graduating and I'm never going to see any of these people again. We literally all just got in trouble last week, and now I have no boyfriend and I'm on punishment. Do you know how upset I was? But that was my worst breakup. So like I said, if you guys want to know more about the story, about what happened on my senior trip, feel free to comment. Feel free to add me on all my social media. DM me, inbox me, all of that. I don't mind telling you guys the tea because it's juicy, but it's nothing terrible. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. That was just a little quick story time. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I was thinking about it for whatever reason. But definitely go like my videos. Go watch them. Comment anything. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, all of that, let me know. And definitely subscribe to my channel because there's more. This is the first story time, but it's definitely not the last. And I'm excited to see what's next. So I hope that you guys are excited to see what's next. I love you guys. It's Chrissy Angel. You already know. And I hope to see you guys next time.